Yeah. Wow, just right back where you were. That's nice.
If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So...
You're talking about his penis, right? That what he's talking about?
what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
It's about 42 minutes. Best number.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits.
Fuck you.
Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something.
Maybe there's an incinerator where I could throw your bitch ass in.
If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around. We lose nothing by looking. And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
There were no objections. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money. My family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout for me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on this earth. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with my frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I acted as some terrorist group server? No. Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. I have a question. No, Squid, no, don't. This game's fantastic. Green, golly, I wonder what you're playing. Is it perhaps Mugamoon? It actually, that role constantly updates. It cycles through. So you can get it, you can lose it, you can get it, you can lose it. You know, it's all over the place. And the more rolls you have, the easier it is to get it. So if you lose rolls, sometimes you can lose the regular roll. Sometimes if you gain rolls, you can gain the regular roll. So it may give it back to you as soon as it triggers Super Supporter for you. Never know. There's a lot of math stuff that goes behind it. And no name changes don't affect it. Unless you delink your Twitch account, in which case that would massively affect it. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. If there was a reason I've been inducted and put in the notary game, I sure couldn't fucking see it. Why is this happening to me? Thought back to what I've been doing right before I was taken. The memories are still a little blurry, but they were there. How's that, Blade? Bad RNG on Destiny or something else? December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I'd just finished writing a paper due that day and was heading to my car from the research building. Parking lot was empty and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across. Jesus, I'm tired. Last time I'd looked at the clock, it had said it was 2 in the morning, which meant today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have the time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we've been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. As I looked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper, or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. I slid into my car, stuck the key in the ignition after only 2 tries. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? Jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. And again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise like metal on metal and fell silent. Dead battery. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit. I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. Console was about to get a visit from my fist when... Uh-oh. What the hell is this? Why is that car smoking? I clawed at the door for a moment. I clawed at the door, and for a moment I thought it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit. Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rear view of my mirror, but I was certain there was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a tired college student sitting in a car can. Gasp. Who's there? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. Hey, you know, maybe it was his parents' car, Jack. He can't afford one. You ever think about that, Jack? Come on. Or in this case, I guess his grandparents' car. Whatever. When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try to find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Oh. I've already been in the crew quarters. Let's go to the lounge.
Oh, hey, Sigma.
Wait a minute. They tried to deliver it at 4 a.m.? Huh? And you can't find a place for a micro SD? Well, he says a new 3DS, right? Is it, Shit. Is it one of these models? The model with the little, like, nipple thing? Is it that kind of model, or... Because if it's that kind of model, it's, shit, I know where it's at. I know the things. I gotta find the thing. I think it's actually, like, behind. Can't remember. I think you need a screwdriver to get to it, which is dumb, but, you know, that's why I don't like handhelds. Yeah. Well, my mirrors, or my camera's mirrored. See? Wouldn't that be weird? Anyway.
Can I get you a seat?
Yeah. What are you serving? Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? Just came here to check up on you guys. So, this is the lounge, huh? A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
You better not be
I turned
underage.
21 just the other day.
Bullshit. I see. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
Well, this isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
I mean, yeah, but then you won't be thinking straight, so. You got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best
It
plan.
hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's
Are
back.
you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before anyway. Or that's how it went before anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well,
Well, what?
it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird?
It's probably all that hair cutting off circulation.
No. My body feels weird.
It's called not having any clothes on. I would recommend putting some on.
Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I got the same thing. It's kind of like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms, and then you wake up, and the arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. You know, it's my whole body kind of feels numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah,
maybe it's
exactly.
because of the anesthetic gas.
The what?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh, yeah, right.
Seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
One would think. Hey, Treble. Hey, Blibber. Ew. Printers are the worst things in the world. Like, legit, printers are the worst. You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Also fair.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys gonna stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? We'll go to the infirmary. Another place we haven't been to yet. Right there, Zach. Right there. Bitch. So, this is the infirmary,
Oh,
huh?
Sigma.
Alice.
What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach.
Yeah, I mean, I basically have. You slimy fuck.
Are you still angry?
Of course! I'm teetering on the brink of the abyss thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over?
That's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
Exactly.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here?
Yeah.
I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
Alright, need to take notes. Timioji gets 5 bonus points for being awesome!
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is...
Avenge my father's murder.
What?
That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you, elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
So, it's not the kind of thing you should be telling people that you don't even know, but it's okay to set them up for death. So you won't tell them, a fact about your life, but kill them. That's fine. That doesn't bother you. Bitch! Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here?
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say, but it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No,
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
that's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep them guessing.
Yet most detectives wear clothing and not rely on a very, very large necklace to cover their tits, which is doing a very poor job of that, by the way.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right?
Struck a nerve with that one.
I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert. Yes, but that's an awfully long story.
Yeah, an entire game of a story.
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too? We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Really?
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
Fair.
I see. Very well then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but
You're a magician.
I'm a circus ringleader.
It was too obvious. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then.
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me. You still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got in my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Fuck if I know. Hey, Al. Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she
I think
do?
she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing. Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
I can't make heads or tails of him.
Well, I know a little about Luna.
Oh?
I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
Same.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
Nothing in particular.
Sure.
Yeah. She's a real mystery, alright. Honestly, know about as much as you do. So basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with her, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries. What the fuck do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
I think I'll head to the crew
I
quarters.
see. Right. Later, bro.
Okay. Headed out of the infirmary.
Oh, Sigma.
Hi.
Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yep. Yeah, Phi, Alice, and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary?
What's this book?
Oh, it's a book of Meowt cats.
A meowt?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Oh, okay.
Kay's response to that literally is my response to that. Okay.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is. What is that face that Kay has?
So what's the cat book about?
Oh, well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box.
Yep. It exists in both states as long as it is unobserved.
Something like that, right?
Yep. Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Fi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
Well, what about you
What do
guys?
mean?
I think you checked out the lounge with Clover and Timbioji. Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious
Well, this
there?
whole facility is pretty suspicious, but
I mean, that's fair.
I suppose that's not what you meant.
No.
Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse.
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028.
So there's one in 6 days.
All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
31st, huh? I've been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse would be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing though.
What was it?
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities. The Radical 6... I'm saying that radical? Yeah, okay. Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The Who made some really great music and has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. By the way, this World Health Organization. I just really wanted to make a Who joke. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Is this for real?
It seems a little hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've heard the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside.
I mean, same, but...
Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
I just had a thought, but... Clover's voice shattered the silence.
You guys!
What?
Hurry! You need to come with me!
What?
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
What did you find?
It's horrible. It's really scary.
Horrible.
Never mind! Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it.
Where is
It's
it?
right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
Clover was first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. Three of us crouched down and followed her finger. There it was. The hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No way. Yeah, that's what I was thinking there. But in that flashback, flash forward.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
I wonder if that means we're on the moon. Of course, it was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody!
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds. See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
There. You see?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Fi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
It's a funky bomb. Looks like there's some material in the middle, and the bomb going off probably sends some kind of electric current or some kind of trigger into that substance, which causes it to ignite and or explode. Just looking at the design of it, that's what I would guess. Could be completely wrong on that, though.
Me.
Yeah, Clover found it.
And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there.
So we gave up on the lounge and came here. I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Huh. Okay. Several new questions arise. Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me.
Ha! That's rich.
Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Oh, you are shitting me.
Antimatter.
What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
What?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Annie-Hill Nation?
Well, we know he's not a genius, that's for fucking sure.
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark.
Gag.
You do know what that means, right?
Yeah? Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
Let me think. I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Fi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons, and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh. Alright, how about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What
Okay.
happens when you put them together?
Sex.
Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they'd disappear.
That's not how that works at all. It just makes more people.
Because their opposite elements cancel each other out.
No, they just make more people. That's a terrible, terrible analogy, Fi. No, you put a man and a woman, a quantum man and a quantum woman in a room, and they make quantum babies. Stop.
Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
I'm glad to see my my level of humor is on par with a 9-year-old.
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of a...
Explosion.
Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
186,000 meters per second.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
Holy shit. 63 trillion joules?
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
Oh!
What the... You've gotta be kidding me.
No, that's the speed of light. Speed of light's 186,000 meters per second.
There's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram, being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited.
That's a big fucking bomb. Damn.
I think I know what kind of bomb this is.
Uh-huh.
It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
Only?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
I'm missing something. Shit, hang on. I gotta check something real quick, hang on. Okay, nope, never mind, we're good. Panic averted.
If the bombs are numbered,
There could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb, or maybe there's 9 bombs.
yes. There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, or...
Miles, check. I'm missing my phone. I don't know where it's at.
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. Somewhere.
Dia stepped forward and reached for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it.
Alice grabbed Dia by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
Ignore it.
We'll just have to leave it be for now.
Yeah. I mean, it wouldn't go off anyway. I have my phone on like full mute all the time because stream.
Until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
So we just need to get this password.
Yes, that's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Who would do something like this?
0.
I have no idea.
0.
But we can figure out when they did it.
Oh?
When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right?
Yeah.
So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
I mean, not necessarily. We could have just missed it, but okay, we'll run with that line of logic. After we left, huh? But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. After that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah. Anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. They don't believe me, do they? Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you?
I never said that.
Not out loud, you didn't. You gotta be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was just a... I could hardly say premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Timioji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they set up the bomb.
Impossible.
Oh, okay. Why?
There's no way that would get past 0.
And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the gang going forward. What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior, which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Okay, fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
I don't think it could be.
Why not?
Well, Zero Jr. said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
Fi and Clover were right. There couldn't be a 10th guest, and Zero Senior was, without a doubt, one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Tenmyoji? Fi? Or... It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No, it didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no, this is bad.
What?
Press the buttons on your bracelet.
Ah, shit. Is this for real?
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to wait until later.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, shit. Whew. Tired, got the sneezes. Damn, I'm falling apart. Thanks, Treble.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Oh, okay, never mind.
The doors have opened.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
So our options this
We
time
don't
are,
have time to wait for you to figure it out.
oh.
Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
If I laid out our options. Option A, Luna and I pair up with Clover to open the green door. Tenmyoji and Dio pair up with Alice to open the red door. Kay and Quark pair up with Fi to open the blue door. Option B, Luna and I pair up with Fi to open the red door. Tenmyoji and Dio pair up with Clover to open the blue door. Kay and Quark pair up with Alice to open the green door. Option C, Luna and I pair up with Alice to open the blue door. Tenmyoji and Dio pair up with Fi to open the green door. And Kay and Quark pair up with Clover to open the red door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Okay, how are we gonna do this?
We need a system here, or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide?
The most
people
what?
who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be me, you, and Tenmyoji.
No way. I refuse.
Hey, you know what, cunt? This is your fault. You sit there and you shut your fucking face. Well, then what would you suggest?
We'll be fair and take a vote.
A vote? So we all just like raise our hands for the option we want?
Exactly.
So which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Tough. Pick something else.
My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore.
No, I'm not. Dying of fire.
Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
So option B then. I'd like to go with Phi. You good with that, Luna?
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
Of course you would. You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
Hey, Chad. So 2 votes for A, 3 votes for B and C. If Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure something else out.
Which one do you want, Clover?
I want to go with option C. Mark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Option C had won 4 votes. We were almost out of time, and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument. I was gonna have to go with the majority.
10 seconds remain until chromatic door. 9, 8, 7.
The doors are closing. Let's go!
Come on, Luna, hurry up. We gotta get to the blue door.
Right.
Luna, Alice, and I dashed toward the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark, and Kate ended up with the red door, and Phi, Dio, and Tenmyoji had gone to the green door.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Jesus, this place is big. What? What the fuck? There are 3 doors here.
It looks like they're all locked, though.
Does that mean this is just a dead end?
Well, there's a weird lever thing
Try
here.
pulling it.
How about you try pulling it?
Hey, what's with all this hostility? Are you still mad about the last AB game?
You know, I really hope we're on the moon. I can knock you into an airlock. Oh, whoa, don't push that. Of course I am!
Please don't fight. We need to work together, or we're really going to be in trouble.
Mm-hmm. Actually. And that shows me that it was the blue door. Get this fucking flowchart, dude.
Please.
Ugh.
Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Wow, Alice.
See if I care.
And it just... Okay. One of the doors opened.
But only one. I wonder how you open the other ones.
Who cares? We should get moving.
Okay. What the fuck? It's pretty, but what the fuck? What is this place? Don't tell me we somehow managed to get outside.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
Yeah, I remember the door said bee garden or something. What's a bee garden?
It probably stands for something.
Yeah,
Maybe
biosphere?
beautiful?
No.
This feels like a whole other little world.
Like an oasis in the middle of all this metal.
I feel kind of weird saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
Or botanical. Damn, not so much for this being easy. It's locked.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Well, let's get to it then. Yep, here we go. We're going to have to cross the water to get over there. Yeah, don't fall into the water. Clicking the blue arrow will move you from the current area to the adjacent one. Large Japanese Zelkova tree. There's a red spotted mushroom growing in the shadow of this tree. Here's something here, but I really can't tell. What is that? Maybe I should go take a closer look. Yeah, in a minute. Circular indentation. 2 fan-shaped holes. Look carefully. Those fans are connected. Looks like a butterfly. Okay. And a safe, of course. Something back there. A metal rod. It's that's odd. Huh. A metal shaft. The tip has an octagonal hole. Looks kind of like a wrench. Yeah, it does. Wow, they even made a waterfall. And it looked like there's something built into the rock wall behind it. Yeah, I wonder what's back there. We can't get to it though. Maybe we shouldn't push buttons till I know what the fuck they do. On the other hand, let's push buttons. There are 3 buttons. I pushed them, but nothing happened. Think they're broken? Maybe you need to press them in a specific order? Yeah, that would make sense. A bronze key. Okay. Large shovel. Huh. Oh, what the fuck? A bird's eye view of the garden. It's kind of like a map. What's that on the right? Looks like a box. I think it's a treasure chest. It's connected to the drawing above it, see? That's interesting. Wait, bronze, silver, gold. That looks like mounds of dirt. So maybe I have to like dig where those things are to find those chests. So that means like the silver chest is underneath where that mushroom was. Maybe that's what that means. It's a paprika. That's a pepper. Probably a bell pepper. Paprika is what you call the spice you make from them. Oh, huh. Why is it split in half? I don't know. Wait, there's something here? Oh, yeah. Let me take a look. A yellow coin. It's like a casino chip. Someone's growing tomato vines on these stakes. Each vine has several red tomatoes hanging off of it. Cucumbers. Leaves. They look like onions. Oh. Now I'm hungry. Thanks, game. It's just a flower pot. There's nothing special about it at all. Wait, don't people usually hide their house keys under a flower pot or in the mailbox? They do? Just trust me. I'm sure there's something under there. Oh, nice. Clever girl. Whoa, what? Piece of metal. Oh. What the fuck? I think this is part of something. This part here kind of looks like a butterfly. Yeah, I can see that, like the wings. The other side's sort of an octagonal shape. Damn it, Jack. I want food. You better get me something. I want food. Metal scale. There's a plate on each side. On the right plate, we have a gold key. On the left plate, a small knife. It's balance scale. Yeah, you can use this to see what's heavier. Okay. I'm sure that'll be useful in a bit. Looks like there's some sort of tile mosaic on the bottom of the pond. A lion. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Looks like a lion, alright. Sweet. Now you better like... Now I picture Jack going outside with like a singular chicken dipper and like aiming like toward the sun and just like Like, just throw it like that, and then I'm just gonna be sitting here, and in like 3 minutes or so, like a chicken dipper is just gonna come crashing through the window and just smack me right upside the head. It's gonna be amazing. Just wait for it. Wait for it. It's coming. 3 minutes. A metal detector? This, well, I mean, come on, man. You're a strong dude. You can do it. You are going to go subsonic with that fucking chicken dipper, dude. Like, you're gonna throw it, and it's just, there's gonna be like shockwaves. Like, it's gonna shake all of England. Like, just, you know? Tutti Frutti, ego. Alright, cool. Whatever that says. It's Tombstone. The people buried here are Mr. Tufui and Mrs. No, please don't. Well, that's what says. I'm not. No, that's an epitaph. That's something they feel represents them, or just a phrase they liked. What does it mean? I don't fucking know. Any ideas? Looks like it's Latin, but I don't know what it means either. Did you see this? Looks like there's a keyhole down here near the bottom. I don't know what key would go where yet. I have all the keys, but grave, it's not. I mean, I guess it doesn't hurt to try them all, I guess. Nope, no luck. I don't think this is the key for this hole. Agreed. I really don't think that's what this is for, but it'd be dumb not to try it at least. Okay. As long as it's not like a spoiler or anything, yeah, I'd love to. Okay, let's see if I'm right. Whoops. Clicked off the game. Shovel. Red spotted mushroom. I think I'll try digging here. Should find a silver chest. Box of silver lid. Yeah, okay. I don't want to combine that. Doubly torn scrap of paper. Okay. Damn it. No, not that. Damn it. Handle fits perfectly into the hole in the wall. When I turned the handle, it got dark. Looks like the light up there went down. Maybe that light was sort of a surrogate sun. If that's the case, it didn't just get dark, it became nighttime. So the garden needs nighttime? I guess. Maybe there's some hidden meaning in switching from night to day. Yeah. Want to be afternoon again? All we have to do is turn the handle again. Makes sense. Now that it's night, some things probably changed. As to what, I'm not sure yet. That! Hey, look at that. Are these stars? Maybe the idea that it was night falls, the stars come out? Ha! Need my pen. Damn it. Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll write down the order in which they appear. I wonder if there's some significance to that. I don't know, we'll see. It's like a moss-covered rock, and then those look like flowers are not my strong suit. I guess they look like lilies of some kind. I don't know. Well, he's in a moss-covered rock. Like that? It's too dark to tell what's going on. Okay. I'll come back to that. Aha! Didn't notice those before. Maybe I'm just blind. It's really dark. I can barely see. Okay, I guess I gotta do it during the day. Alright, well, what do we got going on here? Oh, there was a green. I didn't see the green there. That star's definitely red. Light's right underneath it. This is a big star. So far, I've found one star. What? Star looks pretty green. It's pretty small. I'm impressed you even saw it. So far, I've found 2 stars. Okay, I guess I gotta manually click on them all. This one's blue. I feel like I can just reach out and grab it. How romantic. Well, I am a woman. Looks like looks a little large for me to carry, though. Okay. Star's purple. It's so small and cute. There are indeed stars in the water. Okay. Hey, where's the yellow one? There it is. The star's yellow. And the size, shape, and color are all exactly what I'd expect from a star. I guess you could say it's a typical star. I would say it's mid-sized. So the sizing is probably going to matter a lot. So we've got purple, blue, yellow, green, red, with red being the biggest and green being the smallest. I think. And it seemed like yellow and blue are about the same, although I would say blue's a little bit bigger just by glancing. So we'll go for the second biggest one would be the purple, third would be yellow, and then blue. So in order from smallest to biggest, green, purple, yellow, blue, red. That's just my guess. I don't really know. I think that's all the stars. I don't know what it means though. Not yet anyway. I'm gonna go make it day again. It's a bright fucking light. Yeah, light went down. Yeah, I got it. I know how things work. Thank you. I'm not stupid. Well, relatively. Alright, let's try digging here. Should get a bronze box. Yep. Yes. No. Okay. And then you're gonna dig up the skunk cabbage? Poor thing, it's never done anything to you. Don't worry, I'll replant it when we're done. Okay. Way to be a thoughtful guy. Cannot combine these. Oh well, fuck you. Paper with dots. Da 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 da. This piece of paper has 7 red dots on it and an arrow running down the left edge. Maybe we're supposed to read this in the direction of the arrow? Looks like the dots are all either in the middle, on the left, or on the right. OCD's getting me. Okay. I'm gonna replicate that. I need more paper. Huh. Okay. Not sure what we're working with here yet, but hey, we'll see. I think I need that yet. Do I need that for anything? This is a metal detector. It's pretty much what it says on the tin. Used to detect metal. What's the range you think it has? Depends on the amount of metal. Large objects can be detected even if they're several meters underground. What about small things like a ring or a screw? Yeah, unfortunately sometimes you can't find that sort of thing even if it's only a few centimeters underground. It's gonna be pretty close for it to work. Huh. Uh-huh. This is the only one that got a reaction, right? What the fuck? Freshly excavated onion. Let's cut that sumbitch up. A white coin. Oh shit. I mean, okay. You are shitting me. Did it react to any of the others? No. Here you go. This is so bizarre. Damn it. Of course. Let me guess. Green coin. It's a penis. So we have a white coin, a gold coin, a red coin, and a green coin. The gold coin was inside of that, so they're all inside of fruits or veggies then. Metal detector's gone, which means that I must not need it anymore. You know what really grinds my gears? People that mow their yard 7 times a week. So let's see what we've got here. We've got reddish coins. We've got red, we've got green, we've got yellow, and we've got white. No, because there's purple star and a blue star. Yellow, green, and red, yeah, but white's not. White's not a star color down here, and we'd be missing blue and purple. Oh. Oh. Actually. It just occurred to me what this is for. Yeah, Nice. All right. Waterfall stopped. Yeah, waterfall control panel. Cool. Now what we got back here? I already know what to do. The thought had already occurred to me. Now I know I'm right. Okay. Gonna need all the notes. Okay, so green is heavier than yellow. Green is heavier than white. Green is the heaviest. Okay. White's heavier than red. Yellow's heavier than white, so means red is the lightest. What? They just flew everywhere. You think it's broken? Let's see. Oh, I get it. If you use the scale more than 5 times, it triggers a spring, which makes the whole thing shake. Do the same thing if you stop using it before you've reached 5 times. Alright, we need to pick up all the coins. Well, now I got the coins. Wait a minute, what? Does that matter? I just needed to know how heavy the coins were. I don't know if that matters. Okay, well, anyway. What's that noise? Sound like something unlocking. I guess it wasn't just a panel, it was actually a door. There's a screen inside. It's showing 9-star. Oh my god, just when you think this shit's over. What are you supposed to do with them? Why don't you try touching them? Press the star buttons in the correct order. By size, by order. There's a lot of different combinations we could try here. Let's just try in stream order first, which would be nice. Awesome, solved it. Look at the screen. And there it is. Oh, it remembers these for me. It's fine. You found the safe password! Dun, dun, dun. And then we'll do it by size. From smallest to biggest, which would be green, purple, yellow, blue, red. Okay. So then let's try that backwards. From biggest to smallest. Red, blue, yellow, purple, green. Nice! And there's the other one. Hot damn! Jacob wins. I don't know what the scale flipping the fuck out was all about, but, you know, it's cool. Yeah, it's a safe. Yes, it's safe. Jesus. Okay, blue first, right? Nice. You know what, actually, we should probably check those. That's a lot of shit. Okay, hang on. AI is short for artificial insemination. Okay, okay. Artificial insemination was the process by which eggs are fertilized without the use of a male organ. It's commonly used in the breeding of dairy cattle and pigs, but has also been... Oh, I'm being told that in this case, AI stands for artificial intelligence, which is another thing entirely. I was very confused. I'd like to... Yeah, have a nice... What? Words Zero the Third says before he leaves. There are a few variations. Have a nice trick, have a nice trap, have a nice traitor. Quantum computer. A device built by Tom Kwan, a Boise, Idaho commuter. That's actually a lie. A quantum computer is a highly advanced machine that uses quantum phenomena such as superposition and entanglement to perform calculations. Let's say, for example, that you want to determine the prime factors of 5183. A Van Neumann style computer, let's call him Paul, would say, can I divide it by 2, 3, 5, and just run through the numbers like that until it got the answer. Mr. Kwan, on the other hand, the computer, not the imaginary commuter, would just look at 5183 and say, obviously it's 71 times 73. A traditional computer with n-bits can only be in one of 2 to the nth power states at once, but a quantum computer with qubits can be in up to 2 to the nth power states simultaneously. This means a quantum computer can complete calculations that are currently impossible. That's amazing, Mr. Kwan. Are you seeing anybody? Qubits? It is? Okay. Fascinating. Floor A graffiti. Someone has written "To Milkmen Go Comedy" on a wall in the warehouse on floor A. Presumably it refers to a pair of milkmen visiting a comedy club. The sentence construction, however, is obviously wrong. There must be a reason why. We already know. We already figured that out. There are a total of 7 varieties of chromatic doors in the known regame facility. 1 for each of the following colors. Okay, should I keep reading these? Because they're interesting, but I don't want to spoil anything. You know? Cyan, magenta, yellow, red, green, blue, and white. The primary chromatic doors will open at a specified time. Participants can see how much time is left on the primary doors open until they open by pressing the buttons on both sides of their bracelets. Alright, cool. Several conditions must be met by the group that enters the primary door in order for the secondary door to open. There must be 2 pair bracelets and 1 solar bracelet. The colors of all 3 bracelets must form together, either form the color of the door they're trying to enter or its complementary color. Kind of hard to remember this, so let's look at it like this. Boom. Stands for erotic units. Oh, baby. EU is a system developed to measure a combination of physical, emotional, and situational attractiveness. It ranges from 0 to 20, where 20 might be Marilyn Monroe and 0 might be Gilbert Gottfried. Oh my god. So mean. That is so mean, but so funny. For the curious, Danny Trejo rates a 16 EU. Just being sexy does not guarantee a high EU rating. Not to be confused with the competing system of hotness or sexability. The EU system weighs a number of factors such as the practicality, sustainability, emotional investment, and the bias of the observer. Women with a high EU rating usually have mastered the art of the tease. Oh my god. A collection of films that Tim Yoji has gathered. Their content isn't really explicit per se, but they still aren't really appropriate for someone Quark's age. It should be noted that the term does not imply videos that contains grandpas or grandpa-like actors. Thank you, I would never have figured that out on my own. Sigma has a strange verbal and possibly psychological tic, which causes him to make cat puns whenever he talks about cats. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he had as a child. Wait. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he had a child. Okay, hold on, I need to read that again. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he had a child. Okay. When Sigma was in preschool, there was a deserted house near his school that everyone called the Cat Mansion. He'd always loved cats, so every day he would visit the Cat Mansion and give the cats that lived there some of his lunch. One day he realized he could understand what the cats were saying to one another. A magical black cat appeared and told him that it had given him this gift in exchange for giving food to its fellows. But, the magical cat said, "You can never tell anyone about your gift," magical black cat warned. "If you do, you'll be cursed." But young Sigma was so happy about his newfound ability, he slipped and told a girl about it. So the black cat cursed him. His curse was to speak only in cat puns for the rest of his life. Fortunately for him, a magical white cat came along soon afterward, felt the curse was a little too harsh, and lessened it so that he would only talk in cat puns when he talked about cats. And they lived happily ever after. What the fuck? A device that converts sound into electrical signals, transmits them over a wire so they can be decoded and played back on the other end. It's useful for speaking to people who are far away. The invention of telephone is generally credited to Alexander Graham Bell in 1876, but there's dispute in some circles as to whether or not this is the truth. In the game, there's a phone on one of the cabins. It can't call outside the facility, of course. What if you try something like 5309 or 6969? Other numbers might do other things, so give it a try. I mean, I'm kind of late for that now. Ice 9. Ice 9 is a special form of water with a melting point of 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, it freezes at room temperature. The idea of Ice 9 was originally put forth by the American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. His version of Ice 9 has a melting point of 45.8 degrees Celsius. There's a rumor that says all the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she has to always keep her body temperature above 36 degrees Celsius or she'll freeze. This refers to... Oh, hey, look, it's that asshole, Gentoro Hongu. He was one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children who participated in the nonary game in 2018. He's the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals and a devoted follower of Free the Soul. I'm trying to think if he's dead in the true ending or not. No, he's not. They tied him up. That's right. This theory holds that there's a sort of field where the forms, structures, patterns, etc. of everything in reality are stored. This includes abstract things like language, songs, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, ideas. Any information contained, transmitted, or created by matter is held in the morphogenic field. Morphogenetic field, not morphogenic. Morphogenetic field. Whatever, it's fine. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by accessing this field are known as espers. If morphogenetic field theory is true, however, then it would mean that in a sense, all humans are espers of a sort. Immunoglobulin is an important part of the body's defense against viruses, bacteria, and other invaders. It identifies and neutralizes certain threats. The IG replicator found in the lab gets its name... Wait, in the lab? Is that something I missed? Whatever. Factorization is a process of reducing a number to a series of numbers that, when multiplied together give the original number. When taken to its logical conclusion, this will yield a list of prime numbers. For the purposes of factorization, 1 is not considered a prime. Example of prime factorization. Yeah. Got it. 2, 3, 5, and 7, and 107 can only be divided by themselves or 1, which makes them prime numbers. A relatively well-known Latin phrase. It might look like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles, but it actually means something like, what you are, I was, what I am, you will be. Sometimes used as the implication is that the person in question was once alive, like the reader, but that the reader will someday also be dead. A little ominous, I guess. The Special Office of Internal Security. Hey, there's Alice. Is an elite intelligence organization under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. She's a spy. They investigate potentially disruptive or dangerous elements such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that can pose a threat to the state or their citizenry. Their stated purpose is to maintain peace, but their charter authorizes them to arrest, detain, or even kill. Ooh. And since Alice shut Clover up after Clover said training, that must mean Clover's a part of that too. And then that's it, right? Right. Cool. Well, that was fun. Beautiful. Whoa, it opened again. Something inside. So question, are the combinations always the same? So hypothetically, you could just blow through this game if you just had like a cheat sheet with all the answers? Or is it randomized every time? A lot of stuff in here. First off, looks like a map. A fucking huge map. Upper left-hand corner, it says floor B. And we found the crew quarters said floor A, so A's top floor, B's bottom floor. Yeah, I know we took the elevator down to get here, so I mean, yeah. Let's keep going. There are more things in the safe. Aha! Now we have the moon card. Do we have 2 of them? There are 2 of them. All right, good. Well, you're a solo. Luna and I'll take one, and you take the other one. What we got next? Looks like a piece of paper. Nevada test site, huh? Some kind of diagram? Doesn't make any sense. I wonder what it is. Okay. 2 more things. Looks like a note. It says, yeah, I know, we just went over that. It's another word for an antibody. You mean like stuff in your body that fights off bacteria and viruses and stuff? Yeah. So what's it supposed to tell us? I don't know. Only thing left is this key. What are we waiting for? I'll show you what we're waiting for. Oh, that's funky. Huh. You know, it's funny when it was like it says IG and whatever, but when it was like sitting in the safe, it looked like it said immune body. I might be fucking losing it. I don't know. A thought just occurred to me. It says lock on it. This is probably the lock for the door. I found it. No sooner we stepped out of the garden than I saw the 3 people I'd watched leave through the green door at some time earlier. Whoa, what are you guys doing here?
I'll be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
Took the map out of my pocket and spread out in front of us.
You 3 came in through the blue door, right?
Yeah.
And which room did you go into?
Fan-shaped one. It's called the Bee Garden.
Bee garden?
It's this big dome with a bunch of plants in it. Look, you can go sit yourself later, alright?
What about you guys?
Well, after we went through the green door, we ended up in the treatment center.
Okay. Okay. So we're right here then. Yep.
So, what's the treatment center? It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So?
Okay. After a few moments of brisk walking, we found ourselves in the treatment center. Now I have even more questions. What are those?
They're why this is called a treatment center.
Hold that thought. I just want to look. Damn.
Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey, you want to start something, lady?
Calm down now, son. If you don't cool off a bit, and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Wait, did you say cold sleep? That's where they freeze you, right? And you can stay that way for a really long time?
Yeah.
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
3 people? Who?
You mean 3 of us were...
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
How long were they here?
No idea. Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when the cold sleep function turned off. It records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you.
What? Why not Alice?
Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice. Am I wrong?
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9.
What?
It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover,
Clover?
when we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Why would you be so sure about that? Why?
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
With seemingly no other prompting, Alice launched into a lengthy explanation. It went something like this. At some point in the past, someone found a frozen, mummified Egyptian queen. What was curious about this mummy, however, is that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually became simply Alice. Rumors that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and then her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
But why would people make that mistake about you in particular?
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face? And how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen?
I want to slap you so hard.
I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something. If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
At Alice's request, we made our way out of the treatment center. But we're on the lower floor now. Memento Mori. If the ninth lion ate the sun.
It looks like another warehouse.
It looks like the same warehouse.
Hey, look.
3 more doors.
They're all white.
They're all glowing white.
Mm-hmm.
You think?
These might be the next set of chromatic doors.
I'd bet on it. Look, they've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Yep. Let's head back to floor A. Okay. Sure does take a while to show you moving around, doesn't it?
Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned. I was beginning to get anxious.
Did something happen?
Yes. It's Quark, you see. He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Tenmyoji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us exchanged a few startled looks and then ran off after him.
Quark. Come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Tenmyoji grabbed Quark's shoulders and began to shake him desperately. It was Clover who stopped him.
Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Oh, Luna! Well, we got Luna.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but
But...
You have to take a look at him then. Please. Quark needs your help.
okay. I'll see what I can do. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an atom. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
An NMRI. Interesting.
Yes, I believe it can.
Let's
I
see.
don't want to rush you, but the sooner the better. Just let us know if you need anything.
Of course.
The whole process took only a few minutes. The machine scanned Quark's body, and within seconds, his results lit up the screen. Words too complicated for me to understand scrolled across it, and as she read them, Luna's face grew dark. She bit her lip and just stood there for a moment, looking down at Quark before she spoke.
Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
Oh no.
That Radical 6 stuff? Oh no. Don't tell me.
Yes, he's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Have you heard of this virus? Radical 6, I mean.
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
Dio and Luna were two of the first people to investigate the infirmary. They must have seen the newspaper clipping that Quark found. I'd stayed behind after the AB game, and they'd all split up and gone into different rooms. It seemed like one way or another, everyone had heard about Radical 6.
No. He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
Something about the tone of his voice seemed strange. Why wasn't it possible? Had Tenmyoji known about Radical 6 before the rest of us?
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelivir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Okay, but if there's an antiviral injection, why is there an outbreak going on? Why not just boom, done?
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
We looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say.
Damn.
I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Theo's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything?
No, nothing like medicine. I mean, it was just like a park. Lots of vegetation and stuff, but no medicine.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory. There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh, God. And he's going to... Oh, God, no.
Look, just to be sure, the three of you went to the treatment center, right? And you're sure it wasn't
No,
there?
there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
I mean, we could ice him until we find a cure. Treatment pods. That's it. If we put Quark in one of those pods... For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark! Oh, thank God. You're awake.
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But... how?
Like this!
Quark's hand moved like lightning. He'd grabbed hold of the scalpel and was driving it straight toward his heart.
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Pretty tough for a kid. Hey guys, I could use a hand here.
Yeah. Right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Tenmyoji, what the hell are you doing? Get the fuck over here. Tenmyoji, can you even hear me?
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go? I have to get out of this body!
What?
They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape!
What?
Please! You have to let me go! Let me go! I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
Jesus. This kid's lost it. Hey, somebody get that scalpel away from him. Good, thanks whoever that was. Quark barely even seemed to notice the loss of the scalpel. He continued to scream. Oh my god, this is... Oh man. What are we gonna do? We gotta calm him down somehow.
Luna.
Yes?
Are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well, I mean,
What?
there's Superil Beta.
Soperil?
That's the anesthetic. The one that's in our bracelets.
Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But
Just hurry up and do it! Come on, Luna!
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Okay, that was an experience. Yeah.
Respiration, blood pressure, brain waves, everything's normal. According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep.
All right, I guess we're good for now.
Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
Yeah.
I think that might be the virus's fault.
Really?
It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article.
Is that the truth?
Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes. At least, I think so.
So what kind of virus is Radical 6?
what are you doing?
I turned and followed Tenmyoji's gaze. There stood Alice, her hand wrapped tightly around the scalpel. Apparently she had been the one to take it away from Quark. The longer I looked at her, however, the more I wondered if she'd taken it to protect him or for some other more sinister reason. She didn't seem stable. In fact, she looked far more like Quark had a moment ago than I was entirely comfortable with. Her eyes were flat and hollow. Her face was an emotionless mask. She was not well. Alice? Hey, you feeling okay?
We're all going to die. We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults. Children. Everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Maybe don't do that? Like, wait. Alice? Oh, shit. We were all too stunned to even try to restrain her. We just stood there as she spun around and leapt through the door. Damn it! I shook myself and took off after her. But there's a few moments of hesitation to put too much distance and too many doors between us. Shit. Which way did she go? Right? Left? I was still trying to decide when everyone else poured out of the infirmary.
You lost her.
Yeah. I don't know which way she went.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Got it.
Tenmyoji, I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah, I stay here. Got it.
All right, let's move, people. Get going.
Did I get to pick which door? At 5's command, we scattered, filtering off into different doors. As I ran, I thought, where should I look for Alice? Perhaps the lounge would be a good bet. I guess I don't get a choice here. Kinda just happening. No one here, huh? Damn, where'd she go? Complaining wasn't gonna help out anything. That's a good question. That we're still on that same novel oh my god, these sections are long. Holy shit, dude. I needed to go look somewhere else. Shoot. Nothing in the treatment center either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If we hadn't stopped Quark. I need to hurry. I headed to the garden next. I mean, I guess on this facility, if I was gonna go die anywhere, it would be in a garden, so. Or not. I'd only gotten a few steps from the walkway through the grass when I stopped short. Oh. Shit.
There you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary.
Then she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here.
What?
Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
Right. Okay. Alice was lighter than I'd expected. Fine, I managed to set off toward the infirmary at a brisk trot.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's.
She's infected too.
She has also been infected with Radical 6.
On our way back, Phi had gone off to retrieve the rest of the participants. 7 sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral treatment. Do you know what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
Wow.
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir.
Okay. Wait, what about those pods in the treatment center? Can't we just stick them in those?
Right. I thought of that too. so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately,
They can't cure it.
correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelavir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
I concur. As he spoke, Timioji moved over to Quark's body and lifted a small unconscious body off the bed. Yep, got it. Quark shifted slightly as Timioji moved him. Something fell out of his pocket with a soft clink. I bent down slowly and picked it up. What?
What?
Well, what is it?
Hold on. There's a name on the label here. Yeah.
Excelavir! You found it, Sigma! That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
And he just had it in his pocket.
Why did Quark have it?
Yeah.
Perhaps he found it earlier.
Earlier when?
We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket.
He hid it?
Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about the details? We have it.
Something's wrong.
Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Okay.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
Please don't tell me there's only enough for one. Please don't tell me there's only enough for one.
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person.
Fuck!
The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
You could take half of it out and put half in one bottle, half in another, but fuck it. While we all stood stunned, I moved. Stepping over to Quark, she quickly ran her hands through his clothes and stepped back with a frown and a small shake of her head.
Nothing. That one bottle was it.
Do you think there might be some more back in the laboratory?
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Alice or Quark?
What the fuck is this? There's no way we're gonna save one. Only gonna save one of
What are
them.
we going to do?
Do I have to spell it out? We're gonna save them both.
How?
That's, I needed to calm down. Think. There had to be some way to save both of them. It was there, I knew it. Just a opportunity to save, I'm guessing. What the fuck? What? A story lock? What? Not this shit again. Yeah, I don't know if it's the true path, but it definitely has the potential to be one of the two that goes down the furthest. So I guess that means I can either go back here to where we were, keeping the fact that we went through the blue door the same, but instead pick betray instead of ally. I do kind of want to stay on this side.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine.
you're
I'll do
gonna
it.
choose- All right, take it away.
30 seconds remain until Amberdeck's game polling closes. Round 1 of the results will be displayed. Thank you, Amberdeck.
Yeah, well, it doesn't do anything. Anyway, it'll be different now anyway. So I just stepped out of the AB room. I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
Well, you chose what I wanted you to choose. I guess I should say thanks. So, thanks.
You're welcome. Aw, come on. You don't need to do that. I just made the obvious choice.
Obvious?
Well, I'm sure Alice chose Betray. That meant we pretty much had to choose Betray, right?
How do you know what she's going to choose?
Video games, bitch. I guess you could say I just know.
Are you making fun of me?
I swear there was a fourth wall around here somewhere, but fuck it.
Yo, what's up? Siggy!
No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
All right.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally, let's get ready to rock! Amberdeck's game! Round 1! The results!
This fucking bunny.
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Trying to make me look like the bad guy game. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Here are the results from your game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Hang on a second, I gotta unplug something. Damn it, where's the dock at? Shit. Man, I was gonna get all kinds of comfy and everything, but I forgot where I put the fucking dock at. Ah, it sucks. Guess I'll plug it back in. Fine, you win today. You win today. I'm like all propped up. I got my feet up on my fucking desk. I got my mouse all the way over here just to click the dialogue. I don't give a shit. Hey, Alice! The hell's this?
What?
You chose Betray last time! What? What?! What?! You cannot make the flowchart a part of the story! Oh god, not this shit again. That's like making the pause menu part of the story. It's fucking... So I chose Betray too! No, why?
Wait a minute. Last time? What on earth are you talking about?
Don't fucking worry about it, okay? Just fuck you. It's your fault. I don't even know why at this point, but it's your fault. Can you tell me one thing? When exactly did you press the button?
5 minutes before the deadline. There's that announcement, right? I pressed it right after that. Why?
What? No, that can't. What was going on? When Fine I chose ally, Alice picked betray.
I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
But this time I chose betray, and her vote changed to ally. Why? What was different? Had history somehow changed because of my choice? Now that was insane. If Alice had somehow known that I had chosen betray and chosen ally in response, at least that would have followed the principle of cause and effect. But what had just happened was something entirely different. There was no way Alice could have known what we would choose when she made her decision. Besides, if she had known we intended to betray her, there's no way she would have chosen ally. In other words, she must have made her decision without any knowledge of ours. Let's say we're talking about a game of rock, paper, scissors. I throw out a rock. Right after that, Alice throws down paper. Obviously, I lose. So I go back in time and decide to whip out the scissors this time. This time, Alice chooses rock. I lose again, but that's fine because it still makes sense. My actions in the past causes Alice's actions in the future. Easy. But what had just happened in the AB game wasn't like that. Let's go back to that innocent game of rock, paper, scissors. This time, Alice is the one who threw out her hand first. But in this situation, there's no way for me to know what it is. So I decide to go with rock. Now Alice's choice is revealed. Turns out she went paper. Damn it! I lose and I'm pissed off. So once again, I go back in time and try to change history and erase my loss. What will I choose this time? It's not even a question. Scissors, obviously. After all, last time she went with paper. Here's the important part. When I make this choice, Alice has already made her choice. Sure, by victory I threw out a pair of scissors, but... what the fuck? My rage would be white hot. How could this have happened? Why? Alice's hand had been paper before. How did it change to rock? Obviously, there's no cause and effect here. Since Alice's choice is in the past and mine was in the future, how could that even happen? How could the future influence the past? But... it wasn't theoretical now. This had actually happened. What the fuck? No, wait. Wait. Why the fuck was I talking so casually about going back in time? That kind of stuff doesn't happen in real life. Alright, of course. Time travel's impossible. There's absolutely, positively no way to travel through time. But, if that was true...
the best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot. Hey, did you have a stroke or something?
Maybe. Sorry.
Besides, why do I have to answer your questions? I should be the one yelling at you. Because of you two, I've only got one BP left.
Yeah, you're right.
Right! What in God's name is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Really, I seriously feel terrible about
Forget
this,
it.
but...
I'm never going to trust you or Phi again. You'll pay for this.
Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue.
I really don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose ally.
No way I'd choose betray. I'm with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, that's not... no.
What is it then?
Well,
You'd have to be crazy to pick ally. The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh! Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
Ah, I see. Say no more. Didn't think it'd hurt this much.
I have a theory. It's not a good one, but I have a theory. I don't think it's 2028.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Creepy, huh?
Hey, Norn.
I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's got to be mine.
Huh?
Thanks, Zach.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
Dio, Quark, and Loon, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably, all by all choosing ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
Zero, when does the next round start?
Okay, hold on. Jack, there's a question I have to ask, and if it would be spoiler, I guess tell me that's a spoiler. Shut the fuck up, Jacob. But I have a question, and it's really important to me from a game point of view. This is not story. It's not important to me for story. It's important to me to understand the game. What if I had chosen Betray first? Like yesterday, when we were streaming this. What if I had chosen Betray first? This conversation logically could not have happened. Is that a part of the game that I've completely missed out on because I chose Ally first? And is that a thing that I could never experience? I would have to reset the entire game to experience that because I chose Ally first. And therefore, my brain hurts.
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round one. If there's a round one, then there's likely a round two.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP?
This means that you can't just go back and make another decision. Your paths literally change the paths that you haven't taken yet. The future affects the past. This is not... Okay, so... the doctor was right. Time is not a strict linear progression of cause to effect. It is literally a big ball of wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey stuff.
That's impossible without a second round.
Yeah, I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
Good to know all this dialogue's the same. Holy shit.
Yes,
Okay.
I'd say it's going to be 10 Mialdi or less. One or the other.
Zero Jr. just changed its prediction on who's going to die. That's interesting.
Or it might be both of them.
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized. Just like when you break the rules.
This is where the path is going to start to do that.
I'm pretty sure I
Yeah, death, got it. You mean the needles? Is this the same now too?
I
Yeah,
see.
a little bit.
Alice and I only have 1 BP.
That's slightly different.
That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well,
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
I think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew, right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Alice cares now, bitch! No, okay. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no Woo! And now we're back to where we started the stream. So it took us about 2.5 hours to go the other way. Okay, I wonder if all the dialogue here is going to be the same. No, it's all the same so far. It's because I think in the flowchart we're still,
What are you doing here?
and because she's pissed, the dialogue here changes. Just out of curiosity. Okay, so it has put us there, but the dialogue between this spot and this spot are similar between the people that didn't have anything change between the paths. So my conversations with like Kay and stuff would be the same because nothing has changed between us. The conversations between myself and Alice and potentially myself and Phi would be different because of the situation. So that's interesting. Yeah, it got away from me. Still mad, huh?
Obviously.
Oh, come on now, you don't have to get your panties in a bunch.
That's easy for you to say, Dio. You're sitting pretty at 5 BP. Tenmyoji and I only have 1. You do understand what that means, don't you?
That's no reason to take your anger out on people. You won't get your BP back by being a jerk to him.
What's this? You're gonna take his side? I thought you, of all people, would agree with me.
I do.
No, you don't. You don't get it. Why would you care? You've got what, maybe 5 years left, maybe less?
Bitch!
I'm not like you. I'm still young. I want to live a long life. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
Gag! Wow, and the rest of it's the same. So it only changed just a little touch of dialogue. Interesting that it ends up being the same. That's actually really interesting. That despite the fact that such a major change in path was taken, all the dialogue is roughly the same. And the whole bomb thing, boom. So yeah, for those of you that don't get it yet, if it's skipping the dialogue, it means we've already seen it, which means we're not missing anything by skipping. The game makes sure that we don't miss anything this way. So, just so we're clear. It's moving it along. But hey, Laggy, what's up, dude?
Chromatic doors have opened.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh! Last time I didn't have a choice what door I could go through. The game made the choice for me. Now I have a choice.
5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Hey, the doors are open.
We need to figure out who's gonna go through which door.
Pay attention. I'm only saying this once. Just like the last time, we've got 3 possible combinations.
Oh, whoa. I didn't even have the option? Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Okay. Option A. Well, the bracelets are the same. Or are they? Yeah, they should be. Yeah. I. And then C. Yeah, okay, all the options are the same. That's fine.
3 minutes remain.
Okay, how do we want to do this?
Well, you decided the first time, right? Then
Yeah.
can I decide this time? I think I deserve
Why you?
it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
only have 1 BP left.
So is Tenmyoji. You don't see him wanting special treatment.
Doesn't it seem like the fair thing is to let the person who's at the greatest disadvantage choose?
You fucking hypocrite! Fuck you!
Wouldn't you agree?
I know it's something that you said in a completely different time. I don't care, bitch!
That means you should get to choose too. I mean, you've only got 1 BP, right?
You've got a point. But how about we listen to what Alice wants first? So tell us, which door and which people do you want?
The green door. And I want to go with Kay and Quark.
I see. Option B, then. That means Tenmyoji and Dio will go with Clover through the blue door. Is that all right with you, Tenmyoji?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind.
Why? If we go through there together, that means you'll be playing against me in the next AB game. Are you really, really sure?
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Matter of fact, that's why I want to go with you. You said you didn't trust me, right? Well, I'd like to change your mind. I figure this will give me the chance. I've been wanting to pair up with Alice, too.
1, 2...
There's something I want to talk to you about.
Oh, and that is?
We'll get to that later.
Anyway, Alice's first choice would be option B then?
Yes, I guess.
What about the rest of you? Is that okay too?
I thought about it for a moment. If we went with option B, then Luna and I would go through with Phi. As far as how I felt about that. And then this is my decision. I'm okay with that, honestly. And that's... I wonder if that, just clicking that, created the split. It did not, okay.
I don't have any problems with it.
There were no objections.
Then we're all set. Let's go, everybody.
10 seconds remain. 9, 8, 7.
We nodded quickly to one another and split up. Kay, Quark, and Alice headed for the green door, while Tim, Yoji, Dio, and Clover ran toward the blue one. My feet slapped against the hard metal of the warehouse floor, and Luna, Phi, and I ran to the red chromatic door in the next stage of the nonary game.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Is this a dead
All
end?
3 doors seem to be locked.
There it is, the red door. So hitting no then takes me through the green door somehow, I would assume. Oh my god. Let me have even more pathing. Holy shit, this game is huge. Jesus. And I can't help but wonder if it's like 999, where like the bottom half of the flow chart is just hidden until you get a certain point, and then it's suddenly like, ha! There's more.
Yeah, looks like it.
I wonder what this thing is.
It looks like the thing next to the number 9 door.
It's got a lever. Try pulling it, Sigma.
Why should I?
It might be dangerous. Maybe it'll trigger an explosion. Or possibly it shocks you when you pull it. Who knows?
Right. Then I have no choice. Do you really think I'd say that, you heartless monster? There's nothing on either side, is there?
What's that supposed to mean?
Sorry for the confusion. I was talking about your breasts. Damn!
It's called dressing modestly. I'll have you know I'm a C-cup.
Thank you for that. If you're a C-cup, I'm packing 12 inches. Oh my god. We continued in that vein for some time until... Wow. Huh?
What?
It sounded like you two might take a while, so I pulled the lever.
Oh, Luna, you're the best.
Is that okay?
Only the one on the left opened.
They're still shut tight.
Well, we should get going anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. My body is ready for more puzzles. Whoa. I lied. Fuck is this place?
It looks like some kind of control room.
All right,
I
Zach.
can see a huge machine of some sort on the other side of this window.
Thanks for stopping by, dude. We'll catch you later.
Maybe a generator?
Right. Well, let's split up and look
We need
around.
cards with a moon on them for the next AB game, right?
Yeah, they're probably in this room somewhere.
Let's get started.
Interesting. So, yeah. Wow. I love it because of the fast forward thing. We blew through these chunks so fast because it was so similar to these two chunks. That's really good for replayability. It makes you not have to sit through so much dialogue that you've already seen because it moves really, really fast. That said, I wonder if it'll lock us here. I have to point something out here. What? Pen doesn't help me. So I would assume that after the escape, this will also be a novel spot. The story lock was here, okay? Fascinating, whatever. But then there's like, it doesn't branch from the story lock. The story lock is just there, and it has a linear path to another block. Whereas if this follows the same vein, the story lock will be at the split decision. I find that interesting. This has another linear slot compared to this one. This one also has a much longer side path, but you know, we'll deal with that when we get there. Fascinating. All right. Anyway, what the fuck we got going on here? What is this thing? It's huge. I guess it's used to analyze things. Looks like it's missing a part though. Yeah. That's a tall screen. I don't think it's turned on. Maybe it can't get power for some reason. What is this? It's got all these pipes. Look at the black and yellow lever. It says power under it. You think its tubing has electrical cables in it or something? Maybe flipping these levers will let us change the amount of electrical current. What would that accomplish? I don't know. Well, I'm guessing the power level is the source. Might as well give it a... Wait! Don't get ahead of yourself. Look at the 320. Lever's missing. Without a replacement lever, I don't think we'll be able to do anything. There. Okay. On, off, on, off, 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 on, off, off, on, off, on, off. One moment. You didn't have to read the whole thing out loud. Look, there's a hole in the middle of it. Oh, yeah. The sheet has on and off written a bunch of times. There's a tiny hole in the middle of the paper that looks like it was made with a needle. Fascinating. Hours and minutes? Oh no. One's in the crew's quarters. Even the puzzle panel looks similar. Let's figure out how this works. Okay. Damn, I don't get it. Put in the right numbers, it should unlock. Yeah, we don't have any of the numbers yet for either of those. 510 minutes. That's a long time. Yeah, it is. It's like 8.5 hours or some shit. Like blue clock. It is 8.5 hours. It's exactly 8.5 hours, isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly 8.5 hours. And it's blue. Okay, hang on. Get this goddamn notebook out. Okay, so blue equals 8:30. Because hour, minute, I can see it on that panel. It has the blue clock, hours, minutes, red clock, hours, minutes. So there's gonna be a red clock around here with minutes that we need to convert to time. 8 hours and 30 minutes. So we'll keep looking around for now. Okay, there's fucking, was it protractor? Okay. And a compass. Wow, we're going old school today. Cardboard box filled with complicated machinery. You think we can use it? I don't even know what it is. Boxes. Boxes. These look promising. Let's see here. Damn, I can't understand any of this. Some kind of code? None of these have anything useful. So much for that. Math puzzle. I can literally feel Jack's math boner all the way from here at just this room. Oh, hello. Numbers clipboard. What the fuck? Alright, this piece of paper has 4 rows of 4-digit numbers. Color of each digit seems to be random. Green, blue, yellow, pink. They all look like highlighter colors. Highlighters. It's all wrapped in PP bands. Rope made of polypropylene. Okay. Ho! Phone! I need you! I need my calculator because I'm not doing math. Fuck it. I don't know where it is. Phone! Phone! No! Don't make me do math with pen and paper. I can't. I just simply don't want to. Okay, it'd be like an 1/8, so it's like what, like 3 hours or some shit? I don't fucking know, dude. Oh, I'm just gonna do math. I'm gonna do math. I'm gonna test my math skills. Oh, buddy, let me tell you. Wow, that was actually pretty close. Three hours, 10 minutes. I was really close when I said 3 hours. That was a really good guess. Well, it was a half guess. Okay, what else we got? The safe. Looks like there's a few different books here. We got some sort of dense technical thing and a novel. Doesn't look like there are any clues here though. Some cardboard boxes. Some more cardboard boxes. The exit. This looks like it's a control panel. It's covered with screens and buttons and so on. I think you can move these. Yeah. Yeah, not yet. No. It says off on the top and on the bottom. Yeah, I can read. Thank you. A laptop. Something on the screen. It's the letter T. Did you see that thing plugged into the side? Yeah, it looks like a memory stick. A USB scanner. That is not. Wait a minute. That's an HDMI port. It looks more like a SD card slot. That's funky. Huh? The screen changed. Think it's because you pulled that thing out? Test clipboard. Interesting. There's a lot going on here. All right, well, I'll tell you one thing I can do for sure. So I can solve this. I did it. See if I can open it. Rainbow tree root. Wow, those are some intense colors. What is that thing? I think it's a root system from a tree. What? Come on, no tree has rainbow roots. I don't think it looks like that naturally. They probably painted it. Pretty ugly. I agree. That's not ugly. I kind of like it. What am I supposed to do with it? I'm sure it'd make a delightful souvenir, but I don't think it'd make it past customs. Maybe you're supposed to put it somewhere. Yeah, I know what to do with it from the shape of it. This doesn't feel right. I think we're missing something. Huh. Can I pick it back up? What do we do now? It's the screen. We gotta fix the power first. So we gotta find a lever of some sort. Oh, wait a minute. This might be the clue for... Wait! A needle point in the middle! Compass and protractor! Jesus, what am I in 8th grade? Fuck. You think about putting the compass needle in the hole? Yeah. Compass isn't spread though. I don't think you can draw a circle like that. Well, I was gonna... What do you want me to do? Open it then. Do you not need to combine it with the protractor? Oh, okay. So... Okay, there could be a lot of things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so there are now 6 of them with lines through them because of the circle, and 6 of them inside of the circle. Since we're running... Okay, hang on. I have theory. Okay. And this room is big. Now, why is that? Oh, wait a minute. That one's a different color. Shit. I didn't even notice that before. Is there a way to move around better? So it's the circle, it has to be. It was the third one. So if we, given that there's clocks in here, I'm gonna assume it wants me to use that mental thinking. So we're gonna say that it wants clockwise. If the odd color one's the third one, I should have it. Okay, yeah, we're good. What are you doing? Don't break it. Wasn't me, it just fell off. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Well, it's off now, so no point in crying over spilt leaf. Fuck you. Wait, you can use it somewhere else? Was that some... Maybe it won't work anymore because the lever fell off. Huh. Okay. I wonder if that lever doesn't fall off unless you get the right combination. I wonder if that's the case, because that felt a little too easy. Okay, if I just put it here. Squeaky, squeaky. There we go. All right, now. I don't know exactly what it wants me to do, but... So what should I do with this thing? Found a manual on the floor over there. It says this machine doesn't really use electricity in a conventional way. Those tubes use some kind of special liquid to transmit electricity. Actually, it's pretty complicated. The simple version is that you can adjust the voltage by adjusting the flow of the liquid. So let's say you turn that rightmost lever all the way to the left. If you do that, then all the liquid coming from 240 will go to the left tube. Turn it all the way to the right and it goes to the right tube. Well, if you put it in the middle, half and half, it gets halved, okay? So let's deal with the question mark. Those represent unknowns in the target values. The ones with 3 question marks means it's supposed to be a 3-digit number, while the ones with only 2 mean it's a 2-digit number. And of course, the single question mark means the value is only a single digit. Well, the one that starts with 3, well, I would guess that means a 100-digit has to be a 3. So question mark 4 question mark means tens has to be 4. Yeah, got it. So let me see if I got this. We need to adjust the lever so the liquid gives us the right numbers on the bottom. Once you got all the levers set, you pull down on the power lever. Okay, wait, one more thing. The liquid will only flow from top to bottom. The manual is very specific about that. Holy shit. Okay. That wouldn't work. It means this one has to split. Because even if I do the full value of that one, it won't be enough. I have to combine them. But this one ends in a 5. Halving that one still leaves me with a 0 in the ones place. Halving that one gives me a 5 in that place. It would be 105. Which means splitting 105 again wouldn't do me any good. On the other hand, I need the 5 to go into here. But that means that this one has to be in the middle. And this one, well, you could go that way, but that would cut it so hard that it's likely this one needs to be in the middle. This one would also have to, man, that doesn't make any sense. All right, so if we got 120 going through this pipe, we have 120 going through this pipe, and 105. So 225 is going right here. And we'd want that to stay split. Yeah? I don't know, I'm working it out in my head. On the other hand, if I push it all the way to the right so that it would get split, I'm basically telling it to split later instead of early. Okay, so if we have 240 getting split, that's 120 down there. Plus, okay, well, it'd actually be the full 240, so we'd have 240, and then we have 105, which would give us 345. Then that doesn't. Yeah, so actually, yeah, okay, so I don't think the question marks are puzzles to solve. I think they are variables that you don't need to determine. It's like saying it can be whatever the fuck you want it to be, so long as the numbers that are given match up. So if that's the case, all I have to do is make sure that the one on the left, bottom left, begins with 3, and the one on the right of that ends in a 5. The best way to make it end in 5 is to make sure that the 210 only splits one time. Only one time. And then I'm like looking at it as a whole rather than trying to like piece it side by side. All because of this little pipe right here. This one's the one that's got me like a little worried, because it may change the outcome here, which could change everything over here. If it wasn't for this one, you know? But if I work at just the left half, taking that 5 means the 210 only can split one time. If it splits immediately, it means it can't split there, which means that I can't get the right result on the left. So that means that it has to split at the beginning. It's true. I guess the question becomes, do I need to use this pipe is really the question. Because I mean, what I could do is I could take the 240 and dump it straight into there. I could take the 210, split it. Or no, I don't even have to split it. I could just put it there, send the whole 210 this way. And then when the 210 hits this way, it matches that. Because it'll do 105, that makes that work. And the other 105 plus the 240 would be 345, which makes that one work. So literally that right there makes the left half work. But that, because if I actually need juice to go through this pipe down here, that matters. That matters a lot. Given the fact that this is a question mark, it could be anything so long as it's a single digit? How the fuck am I gonna get a single digit in there? I can't. Unless the single digit is a 0, which means no electrical pathing whatsoever. So that means I just need to make sure that this ends in a 0. 320 halved is 160, which ends in a 0. So that puts 160 there, which makes that work. It means another 160 is going to go this way, and it's going to fall, and it can only fall. So we've got 160 going to a slot where the middle has to be a 4. Now we haven't worked with the 240 in the top right yet. Now, given that that's a 4 and we've got 160 pumping into it, I'm going to assume that we either need to get it to 240 or we need to get it to 340. Given the fact that the one on the bottom right is 2 question marks, that means that I have to take that 240, splitting it once makes 120, splitting again makes 60. So it does need to be split both times, which means both of those need to be down. Which also means that because the 240 is split at the top, that's sending 120 down toward the thing that has the 4 in the middle. So we have 160 going to it, and we also have 120 going to it. Okay? That gives us 280, which still doesn't work. However, pipe on the right that has the 120 in it getting split again is sending 60 that way. So 60 added to 280 is 340, which works. It's got 60 on the right, which means it's done. Okay. Well, that was neat. I did it. That was fun. Turn the power on. The tall screen seems to be powered, but nothing happens when I touch it. Well, it's probably a readout. The root. Look at that thing. Isn't it beautiful? Are you kidding? It's gross. No, it's very pretty. The root. It's shiny with all the colors of the rainbow. Still seem to be missing something. Really? We solved that puzzle, we solved that puzzle, we solved that puzzle. I don't have a 4-digit code yet. I used... What items do I have left? The scanner and the clipboard stuff. That must matter first. USB scanner. Like, what is... I think it's a memory card, unless I guess it's actually a portable scanner. See, there's a thin slit on the end. So wave that part over, or any images or text you want to scan, then you can plug it back into the laptop and look at whatever you scanned. Oh. That's interesting. I actually do want to run multiple tests. Oh, hey, the screen's blue now. What? What? Seven, 2, 1, 3. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, blue seemed too easy. It has me concerned. Oh! Well, shit. Do you not go there? I thought you'd like slide over it. Okay, had to click it there. Nothing's happening. Hold on. It's a scanner. Ready for what? Well, ready for you to use this, I'm guessing. This machine is a CT scanner, like from a hospital. Yeah, one of those things that can take pictures of cross-section of your brain and organs and stuff. Okay, they can image other things in the human body too, like this root, for instance. Holy shit! So we're seeing on the left is a slice of that root. Okay, treble. Turn that upside down. It looks like that puzzle from The Witness with the fruit. That's immediately what I thought of. Okay. Okay, what are we supposed to do then? I think trial and error is going to be the best way to figure this one out. Start messing with it, we'll see what happens. Alright, dragging up and down where the image of the root is displayed will allow you to scroll between layers. The bottom layer has 8 circles of different colors. 4 of those circles are blank. Assign an appropriate number to each circle. The numbers you can use are displayed below the cross section. You can move the numbers where they need to go by dragging them. Here goes nothing. Oh. What? I'm sorry, are those fractions? Like, is it saying that 6/20ths of the stuff is now green? Which would be 30/100ths? 30 parts per 100? Is that... I don't think this is gonna come out well because not all these numbers go to 100 evenly. At all. You can't get 16, can you? I don't think you can. You wouldn't be able to get 16 and 15 both anyway, so it wouldn't matter. Well, that's 100 though. So that means that at the top, there's 100 of something. Okay, I guess it could be percentage based. So like at the top, all the colors put together. But, oh man, that makes this weird. Okay, what else we got past that? Okay, so there's only the 3 layers. Okay, so... All right, let's look at what the other numbers are. Okay, yellow was 4/16. Now we have something in 19. You ever feel like you're really overthinking something? Like really hard? Like really, 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 really hard? Getting that. I like zeros, so I'm gonna stick with green. 6 out of 20. No. Oh. Three less. 3 more. 1 more. So 3/15. I really think I'm using the wrong math here. Hey, farmer. There might be. There very well might be. I think the game started with a block puzzle, didn't it? Yeah, sure. I'm using oh god, I don't remember what it's called. I'm trying to like simplify fractions, and I don't think it's what I'm supposed to be doing. 4/16 is 25%. 3/15 is 20%. Yeah. 6/20 is 30%. Yeah? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing? So if yellow is 25% and red is 20% and green 30%, and that means blue has to be out of 100%. What, 75, 30 plus 20 is 50 plus 25 is 75. So blue also has to be 25%. So we're running with percentages. Then for blue, if I need to have blue show a total of 25%, 15, I need to add 10 to it. Boom. For green, green is supposed to be 30%, so I gotta add a 9 to it. Yellow is supposed to be 25%, which means I need to add a 6 to it. And red needs to be 20%, which means it needs an 8. Okay, yeah. See? Told you I was overthinking it. Huh. Looks like I got it. Have a look. Ta-da-da-da. Seen a password like this before. In the AB room, in the infirmary. Yeah. I know how to use the fucking things. So what was up with the blue? Why was the blue so ridiculously easy? Hey, Tractor. Yeah, only by about 3 hours. You're fine. Alright, we'll start with blue, I guess. Star, moon, and sun. Maybe they couldn't find a better place to put it. I call bullshit. Alright, let's see what we got. For some reason, Sigma, or perhaps the author, seems to be unnaturally obsessed with swimsuits. Why is that? Was he involved in a horrible swimsuit accident, now repressed, in his youth? You have a crush in high school on a girl on the swim team and put her Olympic aspirations ahead of any possible romance? Is he just a perv? The world may never know. Hey, hologram. We'll be doing some Paper Mario this month. I don't know when yet, but it'll be happening. This device can be used in an emergency to deactivate the antimatter bombs hidden throughout the facility. It doesn't really have any official name. Sometimes it's called the designated computer terminal. Sometimes it's just called the input device. It has a QWERTY keyboard beneath an LCD display. On top is a large black cable, which can be attached to the bomb you wish to deactivate. Entering the correct password on the keyboard will stop the detonation. Okay. In a general sense, an antimatter reactor is a system that generates electricity, or some other form of power, from matter-antimatter reactions. This facility uses hydrogen and antihydrogen. The reactions power a turbine, which generates energy and powers everything in the facility. It looks like a gigantic octopus, but it's definitely not edible no matter how you cook it. Noted. A particular type of antimatter. Normal hydrogen atoms have one proton and one electron, but an antihydrogen atom has the opposite, one antiproton and one positron. In November 2010, the European Organization for Nuclear Research issued a statement announcing they had captured an anti-hydrogen atom. They claimed that they had gathered 38 of them, in fact, and managed to hold them in a special container for 0.2 seconds. Less than 6 months later, in June 2011, they managed to capture several more anti-hydrogen atoms, containing them for more than 1,000 seconds. Although the creation and storage of antimatter is still a difficult obstacle, these results suggest antimatter reactors could someday be a possibility. TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the power of explosive devices. Specifically, explosive power is usually described by tonnage. The amount of energy 1 ton of TNT produces is approximately 4.184 gigajoules. This means that an explosive device with an output of 1 megaton generates 4.84 petajoules. TNT stands for Trinidad and Tobago? Yeah, that's okay. Anyway, it's one of the most common explosives, which is how it became a reference point. A kilogram of TNT has 4.184 megajoules of energy, but a kilogram of butter has 30 megajoules. Butter is some dangerous stuff. Einstein's famous equation, but simply it means that energy is equal to mass times the speed of light squared. It describes how much energy you get by annihilating matter with antimatter. A lot. But also carries the interesting implication that with enough energy you could theoretically create matter. The amount of energy you get by combining 300 milligrams each of matter and antimatter. You can get this number by using the equation E equals mc squared. What do you get when you convert 700 milligrams to kilograms? 0.0007 kilograms. What's the speed of light? 300,000 kilometers per second. Convert that to meters. 3 billion meters per second, and if you square that, it's 63 trillion. Cool. Cool. Tactical butter inbound! Oh my god. That's some funky shit. Okay. Aha! Bomb defusal device! First we've got another map of this place. The one we found in the crew quarters said floor A. Oh, no, that's right! This is the wrong path. We haven't actually got this map yet on this path. That'll make A the top floor. Yeah, A for above, B for below. It seems ominous. Whatever, moving on. Our next prize is a BlackBerry! Oh, there's the cards. They have a moon on them. Now we can play the next AB game. They gave us 2, just like with the Sun cards. Yep. Some kind of input device, has a keyboard on it, and a cable connected to the top. We can worry about that later. We haven't found the bomb yet in this path, have we? Or have we? I don't think we have. Maybe. No, we should have. Or maybe they're just really dumb. They might be just dumb. It's fine. We have, okay, they're just dumb. It's fine. No more screwing around. Let's move. I wonder what this room was anyway. Oh, you didn't notice? Notice what? The thing on the other side of the glass looks kind of like a metal octopus. I think maybe that's an annihilation reactor. You mean like that bomb? Yes. The core of annihilation bomb would work on the same principles. I think finding out was more about these things, though. I wouldn't say that. I just picked up a few tidbits of information here and there. Huh. If it's what Luna thinks, it should be pretty simple. There's going to be a bunch of matter and antimatter in there. Probably hydrogen and antihydrogen bumping into one another. Oh. When they do annihilate one another, that's where you get the name and release a bunch of energy. You can actually calculate how much energy by taking the mass defect and... stop! Too complicated. You're saying an octopus thinks a machine runs off annihilation energy, right? Well, machine's a weird way to put it. It's more like an engine. Just better. Yeah, all the electricity here is generated by Mr. Octopus, so this room is the engine room. Effectively. I guess it doesn't really matter what the octopus is at this point. We're done here. Let's fucking go. Tractor, I'm still tired, and I'm hungry. You shut. You shut, sir. You shut.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
What?
45 minutes remain.
Did they not even...
Ambidex game polling closes.
Did they not even wait for me? Huh? What's going on?
Someone from another team opened one of them. They must have found a moon card.
Well, why the hell would they just go and open one of the doors on their own?
Back upstairs.
We really
Whoever
should.
jumped the gun is probably in the warehouse.
Yeah, let's fucking go. I'd like to try lamb. Like good lamb. Not Arby's lamb, because that's not lamb. That's not lamb. Okay. We left out of the magenta door and into the warehouse. There stood Timioji, Dio, and Clover. Hey! The hell's this? Why'd you open one of the AB rooms before the rest of us got
Clover
back?
and I haven't done anything.
Dio didn't feel like waiting, I guess.
You got a problem?
Yes! Yes, I do have a problem.
Why? I don't remember saying anything about waiting until everyone got back to open the AB rooms.
Are you kidding me? We didn't talk about it because we thought it was common sense.
Sigma's right. We were able to get back quickly, but the others could still be stuck somewhere. What if they can't get back in time?
No sooner the words out of her mouth, and here they come.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all here.
Something happened?
Yes. It's Quark, you see. He
What? What happened to Quark?
collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
Yep. There we go again.
What?
Okay.
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. His condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no.
Timioji shoved Kay aside and leapt through the yellow door. The rest of us each exchanged a few startled looks and then ran off after him.
Quark.
And then this is all gonna be the same. Man, that's so bizarre. It ended up being this. Oh, you mean the control room? All that had was a bunch of stuff for controlling the generator. I don't think anybody would put medicine in there.
What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
I'm terribly sorry. There was nothing of the sort in the archives. Books and so on in abundance, but no medicine.
Oh God. Then he's going to...
Look, just to be sure, where did the three of you go?
Someplace called the Bee Garden.
Ah,
It was kind of like a park with trees and stuff.
but
Yeah, no medicine. Maybe some medicinal plants?
Timioji slumped to the ground. For a moment, there was silence.
Quark?
Quark!
Oh no, I can't watch this again. And there's Alice. She's freaked the fuck out. And this is all going the same, right to where the lock happened. No one here, huh? Damn, where'd she go? No point in complaining, I just need to look somewhere else. I turn and head toward the exit. I'm waiting to see what's different. I'm excited. Because we're getting close to where the story lock was. Wait, what are you checking? Oh, you're checking the archives. I don't think I've seen the archives. This is the archives, huh? Kay, Quark, and Alice searched this room. Damn. Nothing here either. We need to find her quick or she's gonna do something bad. If she loses like Quark did and nobody's around to stop her. Shit, I need to hurry. I decided to try the garden where Clover, Timioji, and Dio had gone after passing through their door. First thing I noticed was the smell. Plant life was everywhere and the air was filled with the fresh scent of it growing, underlaid with the sweet dry tones of dead leaves underfoot. Well, the air outside had been dry and harsh, and here it was warm and wet like a forest after a spring rain. Just like Clover said, plants and stuff everywhere. But you already know that, don't you? I walked slowly down the path, still slightly stunned. Most of the facility had been cold, dull metal, but this room was positively verdant. Man, hard to believe there's something like this here. What the hell is this even for? Strangely as the garden was, Alice needed to be my priority. I reined in my thoughts. I continued down off the path and into the grass. I'd only gone a few steps when I stopped short. Here it comes. Yep. And now, is it gonna be the same? No, it's not.
Oh, there you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to take her to the infirmary.
That she's alive?
Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds.
So she's just unconscious.
Looks like it.
What about the scalpel?
Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here. Wait,
Right.
Hold on. There's something I need to tell you.
Yes?
Just stay calm.
What?
Look to the right.
My right or your right?
Your right.
Another bomb. This is a bomb.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure someone didn't move it here from the crew quarters.
It has a 1 on it, not a 3.
In fact, I'm pretty sure it's an entirely different bomb. Look at the number on the side.
Yep. It says 1. The one in the crew quarters said 3. Shit, there's no question,
I've got
huh?
more good news. Just think about the numbers for a moment.
You're saying there's a 2 bomb out there
I
somewhere.
can't be sure, but it does seem pretty likely.
Yep. Means you're talking about an explosion the size of 3 tons of TNT.
Clover, Tenmyoji, and Dio investigated the garden. There's also a chance someone else said it. Anyone could have come here after they left and before we showed up. Anyway, We need to move Alice. Help me out here.
Alice is lighter than I expected, and we brisk trot. I wonder if the conversation here is going to be the same.
All right, please pay attention, everyone.
That was the wrong button completely. Good job, Jacob. No.
You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's.
Seriously?
She has also been infected.
We know this. If I called everyone else back here after I brought Alice. Seven sets of eyes widened as Luna spoke.
Oh no.
Seriously?
No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, it's
Yeah.
a special antiviral treatment,
Yeah,
whether or not there's any around here, though. No!
No! Oh, Alice! I don't want you to die! Please! Please don't die!
This is a little different.
I don't want to be alone! Don't die!
Clover wrapped her arms around Alice's unconscious body and began to sob. None of us had the heart to pull her off, so all we could do was stand and watch uncomfortably. That's a fair point, Squid.
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline...
Yeah, ally, got it.
Guys, I think we should get back to the warehouse.
What about Alice and Quark?
I guess we're just gonna have to leave them behind.
No! I'm not leaving!
Clover.
I'm staying here! Like heck, I'm gonna leave Alice all alone!
She's going to be fine. I gave her some Soparil. She'll just be sleeping like Quark.
I don't care! I just want to stay with her. She shouldn't have to be all by herself.
Whatever. She can do what she wants.
I see. Dio and Tenmyoji's opponent in the next AB game is Clover. If she doesn't vote, then she'll default to ally, which I don't think I need to mention would be pretty favorable for Dio. If she stays, he's got an easy round.
Whoa. What are you saying? You think I'm gonna choose Betray?
Yeah, I do. Am I wrong?
Yes. Of course I'm gonna pick Ally. For one, Tenmyoji's gonna be in there with me. I can't just ignore his opinion and make my own choice, right?
No, I won't be going. I can't leave Quark here when he's like this. I'll be staying, just like Clover.
Hey, come on now. What is this?
Knock it off, Dio. He's too smart to let you make a scapegoat out of him.
What the hell? Why are you so suspicious of me?
Yes?
What if Dio stays behind too?
Then it defaults
If
to
Clover,
ally.
Tenmyoji, and Dio all don't vote, then everyone allies, right?
Oh, you don't know?
Know what?
This. You didn't find a note like this one?
Huh? Wait, what's this?
We found it in the archives.
Well, there sure as hell wasn't anything like that in the garden.
We didn't find one in the control room either.
Interesting. Apparently only the archive had one. Why don't you read it for us, Sigma?
Okay. I took the note, still slightly confused, began to read. Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option. If both parties refuse to vote, then everybody gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group has to vote.
You see? At least one member of each trio must vote. Otherwise...
That means Kay has to vote. Quark and Alice certainly aren't in any condition to. If he doesn't, all three of them are screwed.
Wait a second. Kay's got 6 BP right now. His opponent is gonna have to default to ally. That means if Kay chooses Betray, he's gonna have 9 points.
You needn't worry. I have every intention of choosing ally.
Oh, give me a break. You expect us to just swallow your bullshit?
Oh dear. Dio, please, think for a moment. You do realize that Alice currently only has 1 BP, don't you? If I were to betray her, what would happen?
Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I am not so desperate to escape that I would be willing to kill. Therefore, I will definitely choose ally. Indeed, I really have no choice. Unless, of course, I wish to become a murderer.
I like Kay.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We don't have time to argue about this. There's only one solution. Clover, you're going to have to go vote for us.
Huh?
What does that mean?
What, did I use big words? It means this.
I'd never seen someone move that fast before, let alone someone as old as Tim Mioji. In the blink of an eye, he covered the few feet between himself and Dio and slammed a closed fist into the other man's chest. Dio fell to his knees, wheezing for air. Tim Mioji waited half a second just to make sure he was down, and took a look at Clover.
He's not gonna stay down forever. Get out of here, Clover.
But...
Damn!
You and Kay are in the same position now. I've only got 1 BP, just like Alice.
Interesting. So long as Ten Mioji doesn't vote, Clover's only choice is to choose ally.
Admittedly, there is a chance she might kill me.
Are you saying you trust me with your life?
That's about the size of it. What the hell are you standing around for? Get! You don't need to worry about Alice. I'll keep a good eye on her, I promise. Now get moving! You still don't trust me.
No, that's not it at all. I trust you. I just...
3 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
We need to go.
Come on. Okay, take care of Alice.
She'll be fine.
That seemed to finally satisfy her, and we were off. We ran as fast as we could, leaping through the doors and tearing through rooms on our way back to the warehouse. Not that it was very far, but still. And now I see where the split is. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
Y'all got a moon card, right? Yep, good, good. Let's go. Four AB gates yawned open as we swiped our cards. The fifth one, the one Dio had opened, stayed empty. The sixth, which would have been Alice's, remained unopened. Kay and Clover quickly entered the second and third from the right, and Luna and I headed toward our own.
Hold on a minute.
What is it?
You're going to choose ally, right?
Yeah, why do you ask?
Of course we are.
You promise?
Sure, I promise.
Cross your heart?
Cross my
You're
heart.
gonna be in a world of hurt if you double-cross me.
Don't sweat it. I'm a man of my word. Fi frowned but said nothing and disappeared into her own AB room, the second from the left. Luna and I nodded to one another and headed for the last one, the leftmost room.
One minute remains.
What are you going to do?
Well, I don't have a choice, do I? I promised. I said I'd choose ally.
Yes, but Fi has 6 BP. If she betrays us...
Yeah, she'll have 9 points. I know.
Right.
What do you think we should do, Luna?
It's your decision, Sigma. I'll be in the same position either way.
What?
You have 6 BP too, don't you? That means if we betray Fi, and she chooses ally...
Then I would have 9 points.
You see, in either case, I could end up with someone in my group reaching their goal.
20 seconds remain.
That's it. We don't have any time left. You have to make a choice.
Are you sure this is okay with you?
Yes.
Alright. I turned to face the machine.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
What am I gonna choose?
9, 8, 7,
Ally or betray?
6, 5, 4,
This is impossible.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Except, I had already made my decision before I walked into this room.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Which you will find out next time!